just in time for Halloween. I have the perfect recipe. You're gonna win over all your friends if you make this. We're making candy sushi today. There's no getting around it. About 20 years ago, on an episode of Rachel Ray 30-Minute Meals, she mentioned the concept of this. Ever since then, I've taken it and kind of ran with it. If you're new to me or my channel, I do delicious recipes, dining reviews, cultural reactions. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell to get notified when new videos are posted. So let's jump right in. First thing you gotta do is make a Rice Krispie treat. Follow the recipe on the box, but I'll show you a way you can kick it up. Stay tuned. I mostly follow the box, but I make a couple of small substitutions. It calls for 3 tablespoons of butter. I ain't got time to measure, so I just do half a stick. If you got a little extra butter, it ain't gonna kill anybody. So just melt your butter in your pan. You can make brown butter Rice Krispie treats. You can get as fancy as you want with it. Once your butter is melted, go in with your marshmallows. I would say at this point, make sure you have all your hands available, but also turn the heat way down. I've actually been using this pot to make candy sushi since the beginning. This was the first pot we ever made candy sushi in. I have a secret ingredient I add at this point. It's vanilla bean paste. You could add vanilla bean. This idea came from actually Whole Foods, and you don't need much of this. It's pourable, so they say. So that's it. This is gonna enhance the flavor and give that a good mix. Now, when this is fully melted, you add your Rice Krispies. You want all of these nice and coated. At this point, keep the heat off. You don't want to cook this because they will toast up a little bit. You can see it's nice and sticky. That's exactly what you want. And the warm burner is gonna help you out here. So you might be thinking, how do we turn Rice Krispie treats into sushi? For that, we use a fruit roll up as the nori sheet, and we use Twizzlers to kind of mimic the tuna fish inside. I'll show you how it's done. So you take your fruit roll up. Back in the day, fruit roll ups used to come in single colors. Now they come with cutouts and tie-dye. If you could find green ones, that's the perfect thing. I am using a tie-dye rainbow fruit roll up. You want to cut your Twizzler to be just about the same size. Let's do that. Now, warning, as you make this, you're gonna have a lot of side scraps. Pace yourself as you eat them. And keep your Rice Krispies on the warm burner. Take a good amount. I would say maybe like 3/4 of a cup, and lay it out onto there. Now, basically, you're the sushi chef. Leave a little bit of a lip at the front. Put your Twizzlers there, and then just roll it up. Now, part of the trick is to actually tighten it as you roll it, because if you don't do that, they're gonna fall apart. But if you do it too much, you see I'm starting to rip it a little bit there. That's okay, it's still warm, that's why it's doing that. Once you get it rolled nicely, you're ready to cut it, once it cools. So allow that to cool for a minute. Now that these have had a chance to cool, you cut them just like sushi. I would say for a roll like this, you wanna get maybe 4 or 5, a good bite. If you do too few, they get too skinny and they kind of fall apart a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is, and the ones on the end, those are gonna fall apart. Those are your Scooby snacks. And you can see, it looks like a sushi roll. And then just serve it on your favorite plate. We're Halloween themed here, so. Oh, we're missing something. For the sushi experience, you always have your wasabi, your ginger, your soy sauce. We're not gonna do anything analogous for the soy sauce. If you wanna dip these in chocolate syrup, go ahead. But I like to use sour candies to mimic the wasabi and ginger. And I'll get the orange ones for the ginger and the green ones for wasabi. When I can't find something like this, I will use like Sour Patch Kids. Pile of wasabi, pile of ginger. And there is our candy sushi. You can see kind of the aftermath here. So one batch of Rice Krispies is enough for 10 fruit roll-ups. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th one we're about to taste. These can sit for a while before you cut them. So what do you think? I could do this with the chopsticks or no? Let's see. Check that out. All right, one nice big bite. It's so tasty. You get you taste everything. So the strawberry from the Twizzler comes through. The fruit roll-up kind of gives you that like super sweet, fruity flavor. You taste your marshmallow, your Rice Krispie, but that vanilla really kind of sings through the entire thing. You can omit that vanilla, but trust me, it really does add something to this. I'm gonna leave a link to my tiramisu recipe. It's my biggest dessert recipe video here on YouTube. I'll put that right here, and I'll put a link to all of my recipe videos right here. You're gonna wanna check those out.